Really, really cool. Thinking heavily for the opportunity to be able to see you guys. I think that thank you guys for supporting me and thank you for purchasing my albums and my music and listening to my albums and my music. I really do appreciate it. We have picked up a little bit of traction and I'm really happy about that. We have a song on the new album that has almost 50,000 plays. 50,000. I wish I had put some money on that bad boy. I'd be sitting pretty cool right now. 50,000 plays, you know what I mean? But we're really hyping it up now. We're going to really put our energy into really promoting the album. Now that we see we get a lot of traction, and that was without publicity. I didn't even publicize it. The company didn't publicize it at all, much at all. We rarely talked about it because we just knew what our supporter base was, and we just realized our supporter base really wasn't really here in the States more than it was outside the States. But we still didn't want to limit ourselves to okay, well, we're just gonna deal with folk in the States. We don't want to do that and elsewhere. We want to reach out to everybody. But again, you got to know where your audience is and where to concentrate your your promotions at. And we realized that again, it was more. We get more plays and so forth overseas than we do in the States. But we're going to try to make that happen a little bit better now. We're going to try to promote us a little bit more and make sure that RaJuR Deep Cool, the Hollow Media Group, and RaJuR is doing the thing, whether it's acting, modeling, producing music, releasing music, doing music for other people, whatever it is. That's what we're here to do. So we want to thank you very much. And we appreciate it. We appreciate all the communities that's looking into us, even the fragrance community. Basically, I've stepped away from the fragrances a little bit, and a lot of people want me to get back into talking about fragrances, and it's cool, but again, that's really a crowded area, and I don't think it's worth our time really investigating and getting into it. Everybody now is a fragrance reviewer. Everybody, likes to do that. And I just don't think that separates us from the rest. Remember, our motto is separate ourselves from the rest, be a leader, not a follower, stay away from the foolishness, and we keep it heavenly. And we don't need to be, putting ourselves in a position that we need to be among all these other people that are just crowding the sphere with doing fragrances. I mean, there's a lot of sphere out here with music and so on and so forth. But at this particular point, really dealing with fragrances is just not on the agenda anymore. We put in a lot of years in talking about fragrances, 10 plus years in talking about fragrances, maybe a strong good 7, 8 before I dropped off. And we still only had less than 3,000 followers. And that's because we don't buy followers. We never try to hype ourselves up over some hyped up stuff. Try to make our page pop, try to get people to subscribe, like, and share. I mention it very rarely when I do any video. I don't ask anybody to like, subscribe, and share my channel, because I think if they're going to like it, they're just going to like it. I should have to tell grown people what to do. My content is not for children. As always says, tell them to like, subscribe, and share. I don't have to tell grown folks that I look at a lot of videos every day. I don't like, subscribe, and share. But the thing about it is I like them a lot. And a lot of times I share more than I like. You can't tell people what to do with their thumb, with their time, and with their intentions. So it just didn't work for us, really be doing fragrances anymore. A lot of our fragrances are not your mainstream fragrances. And we realized that for us to get into the fragrance game, to be really relevant and make it worth our time, to even increase our subscriber base, we would have to do ordinary fragrances. And we don't do anything ordinary over here at the Hollow Media Group, Rock the House Studios, and RaJuR. We don't do anything regular. Everything we do is spectacular, and that's the way we roll. So again, we're gonna leave the fragrance community. We'll leave that out. We'll talk about what we're wearing today, which is a cod by Lubin. And I like to use it to help my man Perfumology near help his business also. But I just really been backing out. I haven't really even been going to any fragrance events because again, even though I like to support him directly when it talks about fragrances, helping him promote fragrances and shows and things like that, taping, recording. I just haven't had the time. I've been doing I got to create a space for myself to draw income. And I don't mind helping other people. In fact, Perfumology, generate income and get people to buy. But, I would like to have that same thing coming back on my side and having people support me and, having people suggested they purchase my album, even listen to the album. For me, it's like a lot of times you don't even really have to purchase the album more than you listen to it. And that's pretty much clear at this point when we have a song called Why Not Now, on one album, which is the RaJuR project, and it has 48,000 plays. 48,000. The nearest one of that is my premiere song, which is Only If It's You, and that's 748 plays. That's it. It's 48,000 plays, then it's 748 plays from the same album. Now that is crazy, but I like it. And I tell the story all the time. It's not about an album that, or a song that I put on that I thought was going to be the main hit or anything like that. It was just instrumental. I didn't play lead guitar, I didn't sing on it, didn't put any background on it, didn't do anything at all on the album. That's all. It was just an album. The song all by itself is a filler song. And it goes to show you that, hey, sometimes filler songs are better than your regular songs. I should have known that for the music business that, we have A-sides and we have B-sides. When you're in the studio, you try to put as much energy in the A-side material as you do the B-side because you really don't know which one's going to pop. And sometimes it happens that, oh, snap, we didn't expect that joint to do nothing. But that's the one that's getting all the hit. Whereas the one we put time and energy and money and promotion, it didn't even do anything. So that's just where the music business is. But for me, I think, and our company needs to start promoting a little bit more what we do. We only stay within this platform. We're going to start expanding over to X, and not just doing that, but also just putting, RaJuR Cool out there, the Hollow Media Group. And we can do that easily by not just getting people to like and subscribe, because that's a hard task. The way to do it is to go to different avenues and different ventures and different posts and different, things like that, and just posting that link. And I don't spend enough time doing that. I spend too much time in shopping and Saks and all that good stuff. But, hey, it is what it is. I like to shop. I like to, I like to do that thing. I like to do modeling. I like to do acting. That's why I like to dress. I like getting compliments. I like getting compliments on what I wear. And that's what I do. So, but we need to start talking about business now. We need really, look, I'm retired. I'm going to do 6 months out of retirement. Now it's time to say what I said I was going to do was when I retire, really go full bore on this music thing and make it pop. So we're just going to start taking our link, and we don't care where we go. We're going to post that link, whether people like it or not. We're going to post the link to this album. Actually, we're just going to post the link to SoundCloud altogether because all of my albums are on SoundCloud. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to really go hard in posting links from SoundCloud to the music, because once you get to SoundCloud, you can see where all the music is. You can see that we're on Spotify, where we at, Apple Music, everything is right there when you hit the link. So if you guys want to also, just crack that link on SoundCloud that we might send you, then do that. And that way you can really see what's popping off. But for the most part, we just try to keep it on the low sometimes. For me, and I'll just explain this for myself, I don't want to be famous. Look, with that comes a lot of, what do I got? Okay, good. With that, there's a lot of responsibility. I don't want all the responsibility. I'm too mature for responsibility. I don't want to be. Look, I just want to do RaJuR. I want to do music when I want to. I want to go shopping when I want to. I want to talk about fragrances when I want to. I don't want to have an agenda that I have to do this every day to keep up. I don't want to do that. I want to relax. You know what I mean? So, I want to manifest my situation, not to be a zillionaire, millionaire, more money, more problems. I just want to do just enough to keep people, who want to be cool with me and be my friends, be cool with me and be my friends. Everybody else, let it ride. You got to do what you got to do. But for me, I just want to make sure I keep the peace, try to live the right life, do the right thing, encourage other people to learn, speaks for itself. My catalog speaks for itself. What I've done in my lifetime speaks for itself. That I don't really have to be, going up against people. And I keep talking about a lot of my videos. This is not a competition for me and anybody, whether it's Philly, whether it's outside of Philly, whether it's, this is not a competition for me. My resume speaks for itself. You know what I mean? And what I've done in my life, my 35 years at one job, speaks for itself. Support. I ain't got no alimony support. I ain't got none of that stuff. I'm chilling. So why am I going to put all that pressure on myself by trying to be a millionaire and get a bunch of money and have people just knocking on my door? Now all of a sudden you want to be my friend. And I don't want nobody rocking with me when this video more than somehow Philly doesn't support anybody except, the little cliques that they have around Philly. But for the most part, I'll put this video up not just for me, just to be talking, but anybody who's aspiring to do anything in life, anybody who is aspiring just to live life and do the right thing. And it's really for the youngsters, because there's not going to be a lot of youngsters, people not having babies like they used to. The thing is about to get really crazy right now, but I don't want to talk about that. That's a whole nother video. But this video can be used to show the children that it's not all about being a rapper and all that stuff, because sometimes you see a lot of these rappers, they get in a lot of trouble. And it's not the trouble that they even asked for. It's the trouble because they wanted fame so much that now they got a responsibility, and then everybody in the world knows you, but everybody can know you when you famous, but then as soon as you go down and hit the doggone, puddle, everybody still know you. Nobody jump off you. They don't jump off you because, now that you ain't doing well, or you broke now, you spent all your money, whatever, you in jail, whatever it is. They ain't going, I don't know them, I don't know him anymore. No, you still going to know him or her. It don't matter. So again, I just think it's really cognizant of that hairstyling thing. Check her out. She's, the hair's on. She be doing that thing in Felicia, and check her out. So, my situation is cool. As long as they doing well, as long as they keeping up, they doing what they got to do, that's fine. They ain't out in the street. They ain't involved in no craziness. They ain't in no riots. They ain't stealing from anybody. They working hard. They doing their thing. That's all the children in my life need to do. That's all they need to do. Don't embarrass this family. This family has been doing well since my mother and father, and even before then. Everybody in my family always worked hard. That's what we did. I gave 35 years of my service to SEPT. I gave 3 years to the military, and I still was able to do everything I wanted to do, music and everything. And you know why? Because I didn't take a chance and decide, I want to be famous, so I'm going to leave my job, and then I'm going to go and try to be famous. When you're only famous so many times. You ain't been famous for so long. So it was never a thing that I wanted to do. It was never, I got to be famous. I need to be famous. No, I just need people to like my music. And I started out the right way. On the spiritual level, look, if one person buy my album, my first album I put out music, if one person buy my album, I was happy. That was it. That's all I needed. If one person bought the album, I was cool. I sold many. But if one person bought, I was cool. I'm not about that trying to be rich and glitchy and all this stuff, man. I ain't doing that. It's corny. All right. So, ladies, gentlemen, if you have children and they trying to be aspiring this, aspiring that, that's fine too. But make sure they're doing it for themselves. They ain't doing it to be famous. They ain't doing it to get attention. They ain't doing it to be rich. They ain't doing it, they ain't doing it for that. If you're doing stuff for that, then you're on the wrong path and the wrong trail. And I think that, you need to do something about that, whether you're an adult or whether you are a youngster or a teenager, whatever you think you want to do for your legacy. I'm telling you, you should not even be dealing with that. Oh, we do have laboratory services up here. Good. Because I wasn't sure. I thought they got rid of laboratory services up here. I got to get me some blood work done this morning. I'm fasting. And trying to keep my health right, making these doctor's appointments. And holler at your butt. All right, so I'm going to bounce. They go in here and handle business. Hopefully their joint is open. Or maybe it's not. I'm going to talk to y'all later. Y'all be well. And again, stay focused. Stay focused. And check out my album. I need to put all the links. That's why my problem is I never even put links on my own video to my album, right? This freaking guy. He ain't trying to do nothing. That's right. It ain't that deep. But I really am.